teams in region basketball.
Yeah, and one game that wasn't so close, and then another game that was really tight. So, I mean, it could have gone either way. So, seems like they're really evenly matched as far as the history goes. We'll see what happens today. They have similar records so far. Like we said, those records don't really matter, but it'll be interesting to see how well matched they are this year.
Awesome comments for sure. We're 7 minutes away from game time, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with the State Farm Insurance Danny Dykes comparison between schedules with crossover games, as well as probably the starting lineups at that time. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm Insurance with Danny Dykes. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
Welcome back to Region 12 basketball on the Eagle KLGL 94.5 and Centricom Channel 10 TV. Jeff Erickson and Sean Rawlinson here with you as the Hawks host the Carbon Dinos. Taking a look at these two teams' schedules, there's 3 crossover preseason games that we can compare with these two schools. The first one is South Sevier. South Sevier beat the Hawks by 11 in the opening contest of the season, and just a couple of games ago, it was the Rams beating Carbon 67-55 by 12. And so about the same, 11 and 12-point win for the opponent, South Sevier.
Yep.
Another crossover game, it was South Summit beating the Hawks by 20, 56-36, and South Summit also beat Carbon by 20, 59-39. So almost identical scores, and it was by 20 both times. One more crossover game, Sean, and that's the Ben Lomond Scots. The Hawks beat Ben Lomond by 10 back on January 4th, and Ben Lomond beat Carbon by 14. So that's really the only difference maker in this crossover comparison from State Farm Insurance with Danny Dykes.
Yeah, and it's really interesting how similar those scores from those other two games with South Summit and South Sevier are, because, I mean, not only did they get beat by the same number of points roughly, the scores were extremely similar, we're in the 50s and 30s. And so it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, both teams are generally low scoring. They don't score a whole lot of points, and so defense is going to play a lot, and every single possession is going to count, it sounds like.
It is going to count, and every possession is critical. Well, the last couple of games, the North Sanpete Hawks in their last game against Bear River lost by 26, 66-40 in the final preseason contest. In that game, North Sanpete's Dakota Anderson led the way with 12 points and 3 rebounds, 7 points for Brandon Lewis, including a three-pointer. The Bears pretty much dominated in that contest against the North Sanpete Hawks, Dakota led the way on that one, Anderson. The Carbon Dinos last game was a loss. It was a loss to the Emory Spartans in across kind of a valley rivalry right there. It was 67-45. Emory took care of business against the Carbon Dinos. For Carbon, it was 8 points for Peyton Fawcett, including 2 3-pointers, and the Carbon Dinos gave up 7 3-point shots, 3-point field goals to the Emory Spartans. That's kind of the way it looks for the last couple of games for Carbon and for North Sanpete. We're about 2.5 minutes away from game time. We're going to come back with your Terrell's Cavalier Pizza, market fresh groceries and delicious pizza starters and keys to the game with Sean Rawlinson in 2 minutes.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
I hate to use the cold word, but winter's going to be on us faster than a bug on chrome, and cold is just what it's going to be. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning to the rescue. They service all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. They're authorized dealers for Lennox, Carrier, and Trane furnace systems. Stalling Sheet Metal also has a full line of wood, gas, and pellet burning stoves and fireplaces. It's time to get your heating system serviced for winter. Call today. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant is a proud sponsor of North Sanpete High School sports on the radio and wishes the team the best of luck in this season. The entire staff and management of Terry Brotherson Excavating are committed to supporting various academic and athletic programs to help prepare our youth for life. Providing all types of excavating work throughout the state of Utah, Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant. Happy to support the North Sanpete Hawks this season.
Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi is excited to announce the addition of a brand new MRI machine to their campus. The Cygnus 16-channel MRI unit by GE is the next generation in high-definition MRI scanning. The new unit is located permanently at CVMC, and this makes scheduling an MRI more convenient than ever. Now there's no need to travel far to receive an MRI, as appointments are available Monday through Friday. Call 623-3165 to schedule an appointment today. When you choose Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, you choose award-winning care.
Many people often ask, what does EcoLife actually do? The real question is, what don't they do? EcoLife has a long list of services, including fertilizer, weed control, sprinkler systems, sod, rock walls, Roundup and sterilant, agriculture weed and pest control, colored and stamped concrete. And don't forget about spider, ant,
Call EcoLife at 283-6002 for your free estimate. That's 283-6002.
Sidewalks, trees, shrubs, and other plants, as well as sprinkler systems.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever. So help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
Welcome back to the Snow College pregame show. It's North Sanpete versus Carbon in Region 12 boys basketball play. The Snow College Horn School of Musical is proud to offer the first 4-year degree in the history of Snow College, a Bachelor of Music degree in commercial music. Call 283-7472 to find out more, or go to snow.edu. That's the Snow College pregame show. We're going to take a look at the Terry Brotherson Excavating Keys to the Game with Sean.
Okay, so like we talked about earlier, neither team has a lot of high-scoring players, so more likely to be a low-scoring game, which means every possession is going to count. So not turning the ball over is going to be one of the keys to the game. Got to take care of the ball, make good passes, and take your time, be patient, and get good shots. And then the other key to the game is on defense, when you got to play good position defense. They may get a shot or two. They're going to get their shots up. It's just part of the game. But when they do get those shots up, you've got to box out and limit second chances. You don't want them to have any second chances. So rebounding is going to be another key to the game. And then shooting percentage for the Hawks, definitely going to be important. So we'll see if they're shooters. Some of their shooters can get off and get going. Caden Jorgensen and Spencer Applegarth, see if they can get a little warm and get something going tonight.
Fantastic keys to the game. We need to take a look at our starting lineups. The starting lineup is brought to you by Snow College, where you get a quality education that's affordable and fun. Visit snow.edu. Let's take a look at that Snow College starting lineup.
Okay, so for the North Sanpete Hawks, we're going to have Brady Wheeler, 6'1", junior, is starting at guard. Jake Hadley, 5'10", sophomore, also starting at guard. Spencer Applegarth, number 23, 5'11", starting at guard. And then Trey Sorensen, 6'1", sophomore. And then Dakota Anderson, number 31, 6'4", out of Mount Pleasant, will be starting at center. For the Carbon Dinos, number 3, Garrett Blanc, 6' junior guard. And number 15, Brad Williams, sophomore guard. Number 25, Zach Hathaway, a senior guard. And then number 50, Caden Sherman, senior center, 6'4". And then Cole Fawcett, 6 foot, another guard, as a sophomore is starting.
Okay, the opening tip is made possible by Snow College, offering the most affordable and flexible online classes. It's Dakota Anderson against number 50, Caden Sherman. It's Carbon Dino ball as Sherman wins the toss.
That was an interesting jump. I haven't seen one happen like that, but neither of them got it on the toss-up. Came back down, bounced around a little bit, hit one of the players in the circle, and out it came.
Quickly into the middle on the cut to the paint. Stop and pop is number 22 with 2 points. Number 22, I don't have a 22 on my roster.
It's Cole Fawcett.
Cole Fawcett, thank you very much. The North Sanpete Hawks go down. It's blocked by Sherman. The Hawks get the rebound, kick it back out on the right wing. Trey Sorensen for 3, bullseye. Trey gets 3 points. It'll be Hawks pressuring the ball in a zone defense. They'll get it inside, go post-to-post pass. Turnover, too hot to handle for Sherman. Applegarth comes down, dishes to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to get called for the charge.
And I think he'd have been fine on that, but he kind of lowered his shoulder. If he'd have just stayed straight up and made his move, he'd have been okay, I think.
So our score right now with 1 minute passed is Hawks 3 on a tray by Trey Sorensen, and the Dinos 2. So Cole Fawcett, okay.
Yeah, junior or sophomore guard.
All right, it's the Dinos penetrate. Fawcett stops and pops from 8 in the middle of the paint, and it's good again for number 22, Cole Fawcett. They're going to press now. The Dinos cause a turnover and steal the ball in the Dino territory. Kick it to Cole Fawcett on the right side for 3. No good. Air ball. Applegarth with the rebound.
Yeah, and North Sanpete looks like they're a little slow right now. Not really.
Brady Wheeler gets the rebound on Trey Sorensen's miss. Applegarth will stop and pop at the short corner on the right baseline. Rebound Sherman.
And some really good looks at the basket right there, but they just can't. I mean, they're right under, and they just can't put it in.
Skip pass over to 15. That's Williams. Williams for 3. Bullseye for Williams for the Dinos. 7-3. Dinos have the lead. Jake Hadley now with the ball pressured in the backcourt. Gets it over to Applegarth. Now to Sorensen. Up to Dakota Anderson to the top of the key to Applegarth. Hadley for 3 in the left corner. Bullseye again. It's raining in here. That's 3 threes.
Yeah, yeah. Between the two teams, only one miss out of 4 shots so far.
In the right corner, now to the right elbow. Now down to the left block for Sherman, and good for 2. Easy bucket.
Yeah, very easy basket there for the Dinos. There's nobody there on defense.
Hawks will get it across the midcourt line. Break the pressure of the Dinos. Kick it to the right wing to Sorensen. Sorensen right corner to Anderson. He'll dribble penetrate. He'll run into Caden Sherman, and it's going to be a blocking foul on the Dinos.
Yeah, and a nice take there by Anderson as he just took it baseline and went right into the player. And the player, if he'd have stayed straight up, probably would have been fine, but brought his hands down to try and grab the ball and grabbed his arms.
A reminder, at the conclusion of this game, Sean and I will pick a defensive player of the game, sponsored by Sanpete Valley Conoco, as Dakota Anderson's first free throw is up and good. Sanpete Valley Conoco is happy to sponsor the Conoco defensive player of the game. You can try their delicious barbecue turkey sandwiches. And for bulk fuel, oils, and lubes delivery, call them at 262-0416. Anderson's going to get 2 more free throws. One more free throw, his second free throw, and it is up and good as well. Dakota Anderson buries both of them.
And a good start for both teams so far. They're shooting a decent percentage, and Anderson making his free throws.
9-8, Dinos by 1 at the 5:18 mark in the first quarter. Ball's on the left wing with Fawcett, marked up by Trey Sorensen. He dribble penetrates, stops, kicks it back out to number 15, that's Williams. He gets it inside to number 30, to Jared Lesser. It's stolen by the Hawks, but the Hawks step out of bounds.
Yeah, an interesting way to get 2 quick turnovers. Really good defense that time by the Hawks as they got a little encouragement from their coach, and they're hustling a lot more.
Man-to-man defense now for the Hawks. That's a defensive switch. Baseline out of bounds. Inbounds to Fawcett in the middle of the paint. 8-footer, right-hand baby hook, no good. Rebound, Trey Sorensen, and it's going to be Dino foul on the rebound.
Yeah, and just gave a little push from behind there. 22 there, Fawcett got away with a little bit of a carry as he came around the corner, switched hands, and got his hand under it to corral it.
So the Hawks trailing by 1 with 5 minutes gone, or 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Applegarth in trouble on the right wing. Skip pass to Trey Sorensen all the way to the baseline. He'll dribble penetrate. Rebound, Dakota Anderson. Putback is good.
Wow, and that was an amazing putback because he had people all over him. Didn't quite have a handle on the ball, but somehow pushed it up and over the rim.
Garrett Blanc, point guard position at the top of the key. Dribbling, marked up in the man-to-man defense. Kicks it to the right side to Williams. Williams on the right wing. Dribble penetrates. High pick and roll. He'll stop and pop at the free throw line. Air ball, nothing doing. And it is going to be Hawk basketball.
Yeah, and pretty good defense from the Hawks that time. Austin putting on really good pressure on the guard out there. Not Austin. Is it Austin?
Nope, Austin's the older brother, Jake.
For goodness sake, it's so easy to get him confused. Yeah, Jake, good pressure on the point guard out there as he came into the free throw area.
The Hawks break the pressure, get it inside to the high post to Dakota Anderson. Anderson with the right-hand baby hook at the right block, no good. Dino's ball with the rebound, and they'll kick it out to Blanc. They're going to run with it. Blanc gets it to 25 in the corner. Hathaway misses the layup as he passes it to number 30 to Lesser, and it's the Hawk rebound. That was a quick sequence of events.
Yeah, it was really quick.
Trey Sorensen with the ball against the 2-3 zone, gets it to the top of the key to Spencer Applegarth. Dribble penetrate, dish to Anderson. Anderson off the glass, good for 2, and he is fouled.
Yeah, really nice play there by Jake as he penetrated and then was able to just kind of hand it off there to Dakota for an easy basket and one opportunity.
Timeout, 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Region 12 basketball. First quarter action as the Hawks lead the Dinos 12-9. Dakota Anderson will be at the free throw line to earn his free throw and three-point play possibly. Dakota Anderson already made 2 free throws. Now he's got 3 in a row plus the 2 points. He leads all scorers with 5 in the game. Hawks up 13-9.
After the first couple of minutes, kind of a slow start for the Hawks, even though they got a couple of baskets. They're playing much better on defense and a lot more intensity.
Peyton Fawcett gives it outside to the other Fawcett. I can't remember his first name. Cole Fawcett. Three-pointer, no good. Hawks rebound and push it quickly down the other way.
Really good rebound by Trey.
Dakota Anderson penetrates from the short corner, being real aggressive offensively. He misses the shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
And it's good to see Dakota starting out the game this way offensively, being really aggressive but being smart on defense. Getting the ball, and he's going straight to the basket, and he earned a trip to the free throw line there.
Did the first one go down?
It did.
Thank you very much. Dakota Anderson, perfect from the free throw line right now, 4 for 4. And the Hawks are also 4 for 4, all from Dakota Anderson. In earlier action, it was the North Sanpete Hawk JV boys team beating Carbon 51-40, but the freshmen taking a trouncing 78-35. Carbon wins the freshman game. Second one up and good as well. Dakota Anderson 5 for 5 plus a field goal.
Yeah, and Dakota's off to a good start offensively and doing pretty well defensively too, getting his hands on some rebounds.
Man-to-man defense, Cole Fawcett gets it, dishes it to number 30, Jared Lesser. Easy bucket on the left side.
And that was a nice play by Fawcett, nice penetration and dish.
Hawks, Hadley kicks it left side to Trey Sorensen. Trey Sorensen looks at the 3, dribbles baseline, and then kicks it back out to Hadley. Straight away at the top of the key. Over to the right wing to Applegarth, back to Hadley at the top. Over to the left wing now. Skip pass stolen by the Dinos. Blanc, he's going to lead the break. Blanc to Cole Fawcett, up and under move. Good for 2.
Yeah, and that all started with the bad pass on the other end. Trey kind of telegraphed that one before he threw it. An easy play for the defense.
Not enough zip on the ball. Hawks against the 2-3 zone. Ball stolen again. Back-to-back turnovers. And the Hawks do have the lead, 15-13, with 2:30 left in the first quarter.
And Brady needed to be stronger going to get the ball right there. He was kind of lazy on that, an easy steal.
Turnover Dinos. Number 12 passes to Cole Fawcett, who just started his back cut and has to go get it himself. But you can't pass it to yourself, as we all know, and that's turnover Dinos. Number 12, Blake Bean.
I've tried that before. I've done that many times and been called for it.
So 15-13, 2:15 remaining in the first quarter. Dakota Anderson gets the ball on the curl pick. He's tied up, and then there's a hold call against the Dinos.
Yeah, number 30 for the Dinos is wanting a jump ball because he felt like he had his hands on the ball, but Dakota had a really good grip on it, turned away from him, and so he got stuck going around over his back on him.
So number 30 picks up the foul. That's Jared Lesser. Inbounds to Brady Wheeler. Now he'll kick it out to Anderson. Over to the right wing now to Applegarth. Back straight away. Hawks will reset against the 2-3 zone. Left side to Brandon Lewis in the ballgame now for Trey Sorensen. Skip pass to Spencer Applegarth. Applegarth off the window. No good. Hard. Dino rebound.
A little hard. He had a hand in his face there and made a difficult shot for him.
Hawks defend against Garrett Blanc at the top of the key with Spencer Applegarth. Man-to-man defense. Garrett Blanc's looking to make a move. He'll dribble, penetrate, goes to the ground. He's going to be out of bounds. That is Hawk ball.
And really good defense there by Spencer Applegarth. He had good position, and his teammate there, Brandon Lewis, was able to get a hand in there and kind of bounce the ball, and Carbon was unable to corral it.
So there's a little bit of sweat on the ground over there, and they're going to hold the game up for just a second and get it taken care of. So now it's inbounds. Hawks will cross midcourt with Jake Hadley. Skip over to the left side to Lewis. Hadley back with the ball, back to Lewis now. 2-3 zone. Dakota Anderson gets it. High post, steps out to the top of the key. Lewis bobbles the pass, steps on the line.
Foot slipped out of bounds there. He just couldn't quite handle that one. Almost had it, and about 2 inches out of bounds.
So right now, your score check made possible by Skyline Pharmacy, where your first choice is still your best choice. 15-13 with a minute remaining in the first quarter. It's Dinos bringing it down with Blanc to the right side over to Williams. Williams marked up by Lewis. Top of the key now to Lesser. Lesser loses it, gets it back, kicks it to the left side. Now in the left corner to Blanc. Blanc stop and pop, left elbow, no good. Rebound on the ground, scramble, Hawks pick it up.
Good hustle there. Just couldn't quite get their hands on it, but finally corral it before it goes out of bounds.
Spencer, Applegarth, left side now over to left wing, left corner. Lewis for three, no good. Applegarth with the rebound. He'll bring it back out and reset the O.
Yeah, and good rebound there. A nice crash on the boards there by Spencer Applegarth.
30 seconds. Coach Chris Hoops of the North Sanpete Hawks calls last shot. So Hadley will take it out, bounce the ball around, standing almost on the head of the Hawk on the floor.
Yeah, almost out at over half court there, a couple of feet away.
Again, we'll have Cavalier Pizza Offensive Player of the Game to pick. The Hawks are going to go to Brandon Lewis with a high pick and roll for Wheeler. Bounce pass into Anderson, stolen by the Hawks. And travel call or a double dribble call.
Yep, double dribble. He had a guy in front of him. He looked to pass it, and one of the Hawk players got in the way, and he did the old, oh, I'm going to pass. No, I'm not going to pass.
Sideline out of bounds. 2.2 seconds to go until the end of the first quarter. Hawks against a man-to-man offense right now. Wow,
Nice
they get it into
Oh.
Applegarth. Applegarth may have gotten fouled, doesn't get the layup. He goes down hard. At the end of one quarter, it's the Hawks 15, the Dinos 13. Hawks lead by 2. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
Hey, sports fans, paint the town red with the help of Qual's quality paints from Christy Anson Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Thinking about painting your house this fall? You don't want to paint it twice by using cheap paint from box stores. Use the paint specifically selected for the Rocky Mountains. Qual paint is formulated to withstand the region's harsh, volatile climate and look perfect year after year. And while you're at it, buy it from a dealer you can trust. Christy Anson Glass and Paint, 951 South State, Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to North Sanpete High School. Jeff Erickson and Sean Rollinson here with you for the call. At the end of one quarter, the Hawks up 15-13 by 2. What's your take on the first quarter?
Well, pretty evenly matched teams, it looks like. The Hawks got out to a little bit of a slow start, but then turned up their intensity on defense and had a nice little run there. And since then, Carbon has settled in a little bit, and now it's they're just kind of trading baskets.
Bean has the ball for the Dinos, who have opening possession. Right side now, left block to Caden Sherman, makes a move, no good. Hawks with the board. It'll go left wing now, inside to high post. High-low pass to Wheeler from Anderson, back out to Applegarth, no good from 3. Anderson with the rebound, tied up by the Dinos. Jump ball.
Yeah, jump ball.
Or a held ball.
Yeah, held ball. And they were both fighting really hard over that. They weren't going anywhere.
One of the driest, funniest jokes for officials is that it's not a jump ball because there's only one jump ball at the beginning of the game. The rest are held ball. So it's Brandon Lewis gets the pass back from inbounding it, misses the three-point shot. Dakota Anderson blocked from behind, and it's going to be Dino rebound. 2 tries and no points.
Yeah, and the crowd doesn't like that one. It looked like he might have been hit a little bit, but a guy in front, a guy in back, and the ball never really got up.
Brandon Lewis on the defense over there on number 15, Williams. Williams gets it outside, now top of the key to Hathaway. Hathaway inside now, fouled by Dakota Anderson. Sherman is going to, I guess it's just going to be a baseline out of bounds.
Yeah, he never got the ball up. He went to dribble inside. Dakota realized he was out of position, just turned into him, pushed him. So definitely a foul while he's down before the shot's up.
To inbound the ball is Cole Fawcett. Fawcett tries to get it in bounds. It looks like there's an offensive push-off foul against the Carbon Dinos.
Yeah, and I didn't see it, but the official was right on top of it.
I didn't see who it was against. Number 25 of the Dinos, that's Zach Hathaway.
And
his first foul.
He was moving through the middle of the paint.
Hawks left corner now, Brady Wheeler. Back straight away to Applegarth, around the horn, all the way to Lewis for 3 on the right corner. Bullseye!
Yeah, after missing a couple of them there, he finally hit one. He was really close on that the one before that.
Lob pass into Sherman, no good. Bothered by Wheeler, maybe he got a piece of it. Dakota Anderson on the rebound. Hawks will push the ball down the floor. Dakota Anderson busts a move to the baseline. Left-hand shot. He's fouled by Sherman. He's going to go to the free throw line. This is a different Dakota Anderson than I've seen.
Yeah, and he's been, it's really neat to see. He's really aggressive on the offense, which is really great, but he's under control on the defense. He's been caught out of position a couple of times, and that happens every once in a while, but he's been aggressive, and what that's turned into is 2 fouls on their center as he makes a move to the basket. So good offensive play by Dakota Anderson.
And 6 made free throws, all by Dakota Anderson. 6 for 6.
Which also shows, I mean, he's going to be shooting 7 free throws, how aggressive he is on offense. So it's turning out really well. He needs to keep up the intensity on the offensive end.
Bob Serrano will come in for Spencer Applegarth. On the floor for the Hawks is Hadley, Lewis, Anderson, Wheeler, and Serrano. And it's Anderson makes the second one as well.
And with Bob in there, it gives him another offensive presence in the paint.
Quick release. Turnover from Blanc, stolen by the Hawks. Hadley on the right wing, straight away to Serrano. Left inside the entry pass to Wheeler on the left block. Kicks it back out to Lewis. Lewis will dribble penetrate. Hadley back around to Wheeler. Serrano posting up, back to the right side to Hadley. Entry pass stolen by the Hawks. No, he didn't steal it. Dakota Anderson rips it away and then hits Bob Serrano for 2.
Yeah, and really good, again, nice play by Dakota. He's in there, he's fighting for the ball. He thought he'd lost it, but never quite got hold of it, and nice pass.
Dribble penetration stolen away by the Hawks on the dish, and the Hawks will run and get fouled by the Dinos. It's going to be a 1-and-1 call. The Hawks will be at the free throw line, but Coach Cisneros wants a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
It's the Eagle KLGL 94.5 and Centricom Channel TV's broadcast of North Sanpete Hawk basketball, Region 12, the first contest between them and the Carbon Dinos. The Hawks have been on a tear. It was 15-13, and now it's 22-13. Make it 23-13 as the Hawks have gone on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Lewis's free throw is good.
And Brandon's a really good free throw shooter. Nice to see him make the front end of that 1-on-1.
Second one is up and good as well, and the Hawks start 9 for 9 from the free throw line. 24-13. That score check made possible by Sanpete Valley Conoco, Quality Fuel, Tasty Treats, and Sanpete Barbecue Turkey. Dinos with the ball, get it to the left wing to Blanc. Over to the right side now to Cornforth. Left side to Fawcett. Inside now to Lesser. Lesser busts a move. No good. Good defense by Anderson. Rebound Lewis. Quickly the other way. Wheeler's going to bust a move also. He gets blocked, though, by Lesser on the left-hand shot from about 4 feet out.
That looked like he got hit as it came through him. Officials aren't used to having a left-hander go up with that.
Entry pass into Lesser. Lesser gets fouled by Serrano and makes it, so Lesser could earn a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Lesser, that's his second bucket of the ball game. First foul on Bob Serrano.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the intensity by Dakota Anderson on both ends of the floor is really making a difference for the North Sanpete Hawks, and he has been the difference maker in this game so far.
Free throw short, no good, as Lesser misses. The Dinos are 0 for 1 from the free throw line. Hawks with the ball. Trey Sorensen back in the ball game. Now right side. Entry pass, right block to Serrano. Serrano from 5 with the fadeaway. No good. Rebound Blanc with a strong board. Outlets pass to Fawcett. Fawcett for three. It's good. Count it. Kyle Fawcett now with 9 points in the ball game.
Really good shot there by Fawcett.
Turnover Hawks, stolen by Fawcett. Fawcett's going to go coast to coast. Fouled by Brandon Lewis as he tried to go for the block, but it didn't happen. Good contact there. 2 shots coming for Cole. I think it's Cole Fawcett, or yes, it is Cole Fawcett. I got to write that first name down. He wasn't on my original roster. Oh, it looks like a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this break.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to North Sanpete High School and Hawk basketball. To start the second quarter, it was a 9-0 run by the Hawks to take an 11-point lead, 24-13, and then the Dinos have stormed back on a 5-0 run of their own to up it to 18. Our current score at the 4:32 mark is 24-18. Hawks with a 6-point lead. That score check made possible by Sanpete Valley Hospital, high-quality health care with a hometown touch. At the free throw line is Cole Fawcett. He leads, I believe, all scorers just ahead of Dakota Anderson with 10 points now for Cole Fawcett. Cole Fawcett hits the first one. Second one coming. It's off the front of the rim, and Dakota Anderson with the rebound.
Good box out there by Dakota on the free throw.
Ball goes right side from Hadley to Lewis. Now back to Hadley over the left wing. Left corner, no, entry pass, left block to Anderson. Anderson with the power move.
Really good look there by Trey Sorensen as Dakota made a move into the paint. And
Stolen,
another play by Trey.
Stolen by Trey. Outlet to Hadley. Hadley is hacked. It was Lewis's outlet that led that break. Hadley's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws on the hard foul on the arm.
Nice outlet pass there by Brandon Lewis and led Jake just perfectly. Actually really good hustle by Blanc to get back in time to even foul him.
How did you like that no-look pass from Trey Sorensen to thread it through the zone into Dakota Anderson on the entry pass?
Which was a lot better than that other pass that he made. He made eye contact with Dakota, knew what he was going to do, looked everybody off, and boom, hit him. It was beautiful. And nobody knew where that ball was going except for Trey and Dakota.
Yep, and Dakota caught that, drop step to the middle and off. Dakota and Blanc having a good time out there chit-chatting a little bit. Hopefully it's sportsmanship talk. So the first missed free throw for the Hawks as Hadley's bounces hard off the back of the iron. That's 9 out of 10 right now for 90% for the Hawks, usually averaging just 50% on the season. Hadley's second one is good.
Interesting, you wouldn't think Jake could be the one to miss one.
4 minutes to go until our SUU halftime show. Trey Sorensen on the defense will get tallied with the reaching foul. Our score check right now, 27-19, thanks to Stallings Sheet Metal Heating and AC Specialists for over 20 years for that score check. Hawks up by 8.
That's a tough call on Trey because he had great position. 24 just kind of ran into him, lost the ball.
Cole Fawcett with the cut to the basket, off the glass and good. The wide open layup on the sideline, out of bounds play. Trey Sorensen kicks it to the right side now. Into the right corner to Anderson. Lewis for 3 from the right wing, no good. It's going to be over the back Hawks foul.
Yeah, and 2 quick fouls on Trey. That's unfortunate. He's playing a really good game so far.
Trey Sorensen, as you mentioned, with 2 fouls. Hawks up by 6, 27-21. 16 fouls on the Hawks, 8 against the Dinos. Will be in the bonus for the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of this half. Fawcett marked up by Lewis. He gets around Lewis, stop and pop at the 8-foot line right inside of the free throw line. Serrano with the rebound.
A really good, strong rebound. He went up high for that one and then was able to corral, hang on to it around 2 defenders.
Sorensen with the ball, right wing. Straight away now, around the horn to Lewis. Inside short corner to Anderson. Skip pass to Trey. Sorensen, Trey for Trey. Short on the iron, no good. Rebound Dinos, outlet to Blanc.
That's too bad. That was a really good-looking three-point shot.
Blanc marked up by Hadley. Hadley, it's Trey Sorensen gets it stripped. And then outlet pass from Anderson to Trey Sorensen. Bobbled, thrown off of Sorensen's leg. It'll be Dino ball.
Really good play there by Cole Fawcett as he was able to knock the ball away from Trey. It wasn't really the best pass, but then able to, as he's going out of bounds, knock it off of Trey's leg.
27-21, Hawks by 6 with 3 minutes to go in the half. Fawcett with the ball, gets inside, dishes to Lesser. Lesser travels, doesn't get the call. It's going to be a jump ball now.
Yeah, really good defense by the Hawks. They're having trouble dealing with Cole Fawcett out at the top of the key. He's able to penetrate, but they're doing really good help defense. They're rotating really well. Bob Serrano moved over to get in front of Cole Fawcett on that one, and when he went to pass, there was already a defender over there to help with Bob's player.
Blanc inbounding the ball on the baseline, gets it to Lesser in the corner. Lesser looks at the top of the key to Bean. Bean marked up by Lewis. Entry pass over the top and out of bounds, Hawks ball.
Yeah, and Lesser had decent position there and was looking for the lob pass just a little too hot and out of his reach.
2-3 zone, Dinos in that zone. Hawks will get it to the top of the key to Lewis. Lewis to Hadley. Hawks will reset. Sorensen comes off a double pick. Dakota Anderson. Oh, and then the slip by Serrano. Ball goes through his hands, but he saves it.
That was a pretty good pass, just a little hot. Serrano wasn't quite ready for it.
Hadley over to the right side of Lewis. High post to Anderson. Anderson looking to make a move. Kicks it back out. Stolen by the Dinos. Bean fouled by Hadley. We'll be shooting 1-1.
Yeah, and actually pretty good foul there by Jake. As Bean tried to move over to his right, he had a player out ahead of him, and Jake was smart enough to get over and get in the way and take that foul before they could get the breakaway. Make them earn the free throw line.
6-point lead still. Hawks 27-21. Our broadcast is made possible by Beck's Home Furnishings, Christiansen Glass and Paint, Skyline Pharmacy, Terrell's Marketplace, Centricom Channel 10, Cache Valley Bank, Eco Life, MKJ Construction, American Family Insurance, Central Valley Medical Center, Terry Brotherson Excavating, Stallings Sheet Metal, Moroni Mount Pleasant, Fairview Cities, State Farm Insurance with Danny Dykes and Sanpete Valley Conoco. Of course, in a couple minutes, we'll be starting our SUU Southern Utah University halftime show. Free throw up and good by Bean for the Dinos.
And Caden Strait, number 42, in for the first time for the Hawks, and number 5, Brady Wheeler, back in.
On the floor for the Hawks, Wheeler, Strait, Applegarth, Sorensen, and Hadley. Rebound Hawks on the missed free throw. They'll kick it left side now to Sorensen. Sorensen all the way around now to right side, back to the left to Sorensen. Skip pass to Applegarth. Applegarth, right hand move, right hand layup.
A really great move. He's so quick, especially on that first step, and he made a really nice play there.
Sorensen gets a hand on the pass, tips it out of bounds. Nobody saw it, but the officials are going to keep it with the offense, and that's the Dinos. Right now, our score 29-22. Score check made possible by Eco Life.
And good defense by Trey. He thought he tipped it and then got it off the Dino player before it
inbound on the sideline. Kicking it the right side to Bean. Bean stop and pop from 10. No good. Straight boxes out and gets the call on the overback.
I was wondering if they were going to reward him for that one. It was a good box out. Came off to him, and Lesser, number 30, went over back to get his hand on it.
So at the free throw line, it will be Caden Strait. As I just mentioned, we'll have our Southern Utah University halftime show coming up. Southern Utah University, where you get involved in your education and you experience more. That's SUU. Hawks up by 7, 29-22. Caden Strait, senior basketball player, in for the North Sanpete Hawks at the free throw line. One of two seniors, Jake Clayton, the other one for the Hawks. Hard off the glass, tipped out by Sorensen, but straight to Bean of the Dinos. Bean will reset and make sure that everybody gets to play defense. He'll go around Applegarth to the hoop, misses. Foul on Brady Wheeler on the rebound. It's going to be 2 shots coming for the Dinos on the garbage shot on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, and not too bad a defense. I mean, they weren't able to stop the penetration with Applegarth out at the top of the key, but good help by Wheeler, just didn't follow up with the rebound.
Mitch Olson's first free throw, the sophomore, up and no good. Hard off the back. The Dinos are 2 out of 5 from the free throw line, with the 6th one to come for Mitch Olson. Mitch Olson's second one in and down. It'll be in the ball game. Coming in as a substitute will be Braden Jorgensen. So number 45 gets a point, gets a stat on the board.
There you go. He's in the books.
He is officially. Jake Hadley crosses midcourt, right side to Braden Jorgensen. 1:14 left. Hawks by 6. Applegarth with the ball. Right side now to Jorgensen. Jorgensen looks at the lob pass but doesn't throw it. Now Applegarth for 3 from the corner. No, he'll fake, drive, and off the glass for 2.
A really nice play there by Spencer Applegarth. He faked the 3, got the defender to bite. Went around him, nice kiss off the glass from the angle.
From 15, it'll be Hawks on the defense and dribble penetration from Fawcett. It's going to be Hawk ball, not tipped by the Hawks on that bad pass.
It looked like Spencer Applegarth may have gotten his hand on it, but then it may have been touched by one of the Dino players, number 13 maybe. I didn't see.
So 45 seconds to go, 31-23, Hawks with the 8-point lead. Halftime coming up, SUU halftime show with Sean and Jeff.
Well, it looks like the Hawks are content to go in with at least an 8-point lead as they run down to 30 seconds here, and they're going to play basically stall ball for the last 30 seconds and try and get the last shot.
Dinos in the 2-3 zone, content just to sit there and wait. Hawks almost lose the ball on the pass to Braden Jorgensen. 15 seconds left on the clock. Applegarth with the ball back to Hadley.
That was almost
man-to-man defense now. Hadley gets it to Wheeler. No, he's in trouble. He finally gets it to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to make a move from 8 feet with the fadeaway post move. No good. Hadley with the rebound saves it to the Dinos, and time will expire as the ball is at half court. Hawks have the lead 31-23 as we head into our Southern Utah University halftime show. From a new freshman to a graduate student, and SUU Education is designed to help you experience more education. That's SUU. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurt's only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
I hate to use the cold word, but winter's going to be on us faster than a bug on chrome, and cold is just what it's going to be. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning to the rescue. They service all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. They're authorized dealers for Lennox, Carrier, and Trane furnace systems. Stalling Sheet Metal also has a full line of wood, gas, and pellet burning stoves and fireplaces. It's time to get your heating system serviced for winter. Call today. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant.
You want a quality education? How's this? All of SUU's nursing graduates passed their licensing exam on the first try in May of 2010. 100% of our students, not most of them, all of them. Small classes, caring faculty, the best facilities, that equals quality. Again, in May of 2011, 100% of our students passed the test. That's quality. You expect it, SUU delivers it.
Welcome back to the Southern Utah University halftime show at North Sanpete High School as the Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos 31-23 at halftime. Southern Utah University, SUU, where you get involved in your education so you experience more learning. The Hawks in that first quarter scored 15 points and the Dinos had 13. To start the second quarter, the Hawks went on a 9-0 run to take an 11-point lead as the Carbon Dinos were held scoreless for several minutes, and then all of a sudden the Dinos went on a 5-0 run of their own to cut that lead. So by quarters, it's 15-13 in the first quarter. Hawks score 16 compared to 10 for the Dinos in the second quarter. That brings us to our halftime score of 31-23. That score check made possible by American West Bank. Make an impact, create a valuable experience. American West Bank. So, Sean, what's your take on the first half? Because right now it hasn't been the cleanest game, but the Hawks own an 8-point lead.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Possessions have been key, and North Sanpete has done a little bit better job of getting better shots out of their possessions than the Carbon Dinos have, and that's really been the difference in the game, along with some really good offensive intensity from Dakota Anderson and some really good defensive intensity by the team, but noticeably players like Jake Hadley and Trey Sorensen out on top. Now, there's been some really good help defense by the North Sanpete Hawks, as they haven't been able to stop all of the dribble penetration into the paint, but they've had really good help defense as defensive players have rotated around to help with the players that come open in time to, kind of harass the shots, and then they're able to get the rebounds in most instances. When they haven't gotten those rebounds, like we talked about at the beginning of the game, limiting those second chance shots, when they haven't gotten that rebound and they've allowed them to get some second chance shots, those have turned into either points or free throws from fouls. So that's kind of been the key for the Hawks. They've played really well. They've had better intensity, it seems like, than the Carbon Dinos so far.
And what can you say quickly about Dakota Anderson's play? He came out as a different person that I've seen him play. He was aggressive on the offensive side and rebounded well on the defensive side.
Yeah, and it seemed like every time he got the ball on the offensive end and went to the basket, like was aggressive and went to the basket, something good happened. Either he got a basket or he got fouled and he got some free throws. And like we said, he's 9 for 9 from is he 9 for 9 from the free throw line? He was
7 for 7.
7 for 7 from the free throw line. Yep. So yeah, it was really impressive play by Dakota Anderson so far in this basketball game, and he's done pretty well on the defensive end too. He's been in the right place a couple of times, and he's gotten some good rebounds. So yeah, Dakota's been a real game changer here so far in this game.
That first half recap brought to you by Peck's Home Furnishings, quality home furnishings and appliances. You're listening to the Southern Utah University halftime show as the North Sanpete Hawks lead the Carbon Dinos 31-23. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Carol Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant is a proud sponsor of North Sanpete High School sports on the radio and wishes the team the best of luck in this season. The entire staff and management of Terry Brotherson Excavating are committed to supporting various academic and athletic programs to help prepare our youth for life. Providing all types of excavating work throughout the state of Utah, Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant. Happy to support the North Sanpete Hawks this season.
Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi is excited to announce the addition of a brand new MRI machine to their campus. The Cygnus 16-channel MRI unit by GE is the next generation in high-definition MRI scanning. The new unit is located permanently at CVMC, and this makes scheduling an MRI more convenient than ever. Now there's no need to travel far to receive an MRI, as appointments are available Monday through Friday. Call 623-3165 to schedule an appointment today. When you choose Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, you choose award-winning care.
Many people often ask, what does Ecolife actually do? The real question is, what don't they do? Ecolife has a long list of services, including fertilizer, weed control, sprinkler systems, sod, rock walls, Roundup and sterilant, agriculture weed and pest control, colored and stamped concrete. And don't forget about spider, ant,
Call Ecolife at 283-6002 for your free estimate. That's 283-6002.
Sidewalks, trees, shrubs, and other plants, as well as sprinkler systems.
Welcome back to North Sanpete Hawk basketball on the Eagle KLGL 94.5 and Centricom Channel 10. You can catch it on the TV right now as well. You're listening to the Southern Utah University halftime show. Experience more learning, growing, maturing, hiking, dancing, and living. You will experience more at Southern Utah University. This is Jeff Erickson with your play-by-play and Sean Rawlinson as the color as we take a look at the halftime team stats.
Okay, so for the North Sanpete Hawks so far, we've got Brandon Lewis with 5 points, Jake Hadley with 4, Spencer Applegarth with 4, Trey Sorensen with 3. He was 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Dakota Anderson with 13. He's been really aggressive on the offensive end, and Bob Serrano with 2. It's very interesting. The Hawks are only shooting 9 for 25 from the field for 36%. They're 3 of 8 from three-point line, which is 38%, which is actually a pretty decent percentage. But it's interesting that they're better from the three-point line than they are overall. 38% from the three-point line, 36 from the field overall. But their free throw percentage is what's really impressive. They're 10 for 12 for 83%. They're shooting the ball really well from the from the free throw line, and it's nice to see how well they're moving the ball and getting some open looks. It's interesting, the Dinos are actually shooting 80% from three-point land. They've hit 4 for 5, and total field goal is 8 for 13 for 62%. So they're shooting a really good percentage, but not nearly as many attempts as the Hawks are getting. So like I was saying, the Hawks have really taken advantage of their offensive possessions, and they're getting some good shots up. It'd be nice to see them knock down a few more of the closer ones, the layups when they're in close. If they can bring their percentage up a little, then this game shouldn't even really be very close with the defensive intensity that they've been playing with. So the only other stat is for the Dinos, they're 3 of 7 from the free throw line, so only 7 free throws to North Sanpete's 12. They've only made 3 of them. They're shooting 43% from the line.
Those halftime stats are a courtesy of Southern Utah University, where you get involved in your education so you experience more learning. Quickly, the individual scores for the Carbon Dinos. It was Cole Fawcett with 12, Jared Lesser with 4, Brad Williams with 3, 1 for Blake Bean and 1 for Peyton Fawcett. The Hawks were led by Dakota Anderson's 13 points, 5 for Lewis, 4 for Blackham, 4 for Hadley, 4 for Applegarth, 3 for Trey Sorensen, and Bob Serrano tallies 2 points as well. Quickly, the Jazz are losing to the Spurs in the third quarter, 70-52, and the Hawk JV squad beat the Dinos earlier, 51-40. It'll be Hawk basketball. Thanks for listening to our Southern Utah University halftime show. Quickly, down to the left block is Brady Wheeler, left-hand shot, hard off the glass, no good. Hawks get a prime opportunity and don't come away with points. Quickly the other way, it's Sherman gets the ball stripped away. Hawks, Anderson gets it back.
Yeah, and just kind of a little bit of a sloppy start to the second half. That tends to happen.
Anderson with the ball to high post, out to Hadley. Hadley dribble penetrates, loses the ball, turnover Hawks.
That's 1 turnover for each team so far.
Quickly to the right side, it's 15. Brad Williams for 3, and he drains it. Hits his second three-pointer of the ball game.
Yeah, as the Dinos came down, he found himself on the right wing all alone.
Anderson gets the entry pass from Spencer Applegarth. Rebound Wheeler. Wheeler loses it, and it's going to be Dino ball.
Yeah, it was a pretty good rebound by Wheeler. Number 25 for the Dinos came across and hit him. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get a foul call on that one, but anyway, loses the ball out of bounds.
So Hawks up by 5. The 8-point lead turns into a 5-point lead on the three-pointer from Brad Williams. Ball on the left side to Fawcett. Fawcett to the top of the key to Hathaway. Hathaway, good pass to the left block to Caden Sherman for 2.
Yeah, he was wide open. I'm not quite sure where the defensive player was right there, but definitely not the start that Coach Hoops wanted to the second half.
So it's a 1-minute timeout called by Coach Chris Hoops, a 5-0 run to start the second half. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Choosing a college is tough, but there's a big difference between 25 and 500 students in a class. SUU has small classes. It's a big difference if your professor is teaching class or doing research. SUU professors are in the classroom teaching and calling on you by name. At SUU, distinguished faculty are in small classes teaching rigorous nationally accredited programs on a safe campus in an unrivaled natural setting. Southern Utah University. There is a difference.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
It'll be Hawk basketball, a 5-0 run by the Carbon Dinos. Our score 31-28. Trey Sorensen entry pass to Dakota Anderson. Dakota Anderson off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, gets it stripped away. He'll go up off the glass. His second try is good.
Yeah, and he stuck with it, which was really good because there's a defensive player outside of him there who stripped the ball away, and he stuck with it.
33-28, Hawks by 5 in the third. It'll be Spencer Applegarth, tips it, and it's going to be Hawk basketball off of Garrett Blanc. Yeah, the trail official saw that it was tipped, and the lead official didn't see what it was.
Yeah, and the Dino coach is yelling. He wants the other official to help him, but the other official was the one who said, yeah, tipped and should be going.
Dakota's 15-footer on the right elbow is no good. Outlet pass for the Dinos. They cross midcourt. They'll set against the man-to-man of the Hawks. 22 with the ball, left wing. That's Fawcett. Fawcett top of the key now to Hathaway. Hathaway will dribble, penetrate, stop from 10, no good. And Wheeler with the board.
Good rebound there by Brady.
Quickly to the left corner to Sorensen, back to the top, around the horn now to Applegarth. Applegarth back to Hadley, back to Sorensen. Sorensen will dribble, penetrate, gets fouled at the short corner on the baseline, blocking foul.
A good drive there by Sorensen. He saw the defender come out a little high and made the move to the baseline and kind of forced the issue and made the call really simple for the official.
Again, we'll get to award a Sanpete Valley Conoco Defensive Player of the Game at the conclusion. Good for a daily special. They're located at the Highway Junction in Moroni. Inbounds to Wheeler. Wheeler gets the lob pass. Then he's fouled by the Dinos.
And a really good lob pass there by Trey. Wheeler moved in, and he jumped up for it, number 50 or 30. Lesser there just pushed right into him as he caught it.
Anderson inbounding the ball to Hadley straight away. Curls around, doesn't get it. Ball goes to Sorensen in the left corner, back to Hadley. Right wing to Applegarth. Applegarth dribble penetrates, throws it away to Hadley. It's not tipped. It's going to be over and back.
Yeah, not the smartest pass there by Spencer. He made a good move into the paint, but he's got to be able to, recognize those angles so that he can leave himself a good passing lane.
I like the dribble penetration against the zone, make two people guard you, and then kick it to somebody else, but that was a bad pass. Dinos inbound the ball. Blanc with it straight away. Top of the key, marked up by Applegarth. Blanc wants to bust a move. He'll dribble penetrate. Backdoor cut, stolen by Applegarth.
And a really good defense by Spencer. He's so quick.
Spencer Applegarth stops, kicks it out, gets it back on the right wing. He'll dribble penetrate, stop and pop from 8 off the glass and good.
Yeah, and he's so good at that one. He's quick so that when the defender's coming at him, he can go right around him, and he's gotten really good at hitting that angle glass shot.
Applegarth on the defense right here, steals the ball from Blanc. He's going to go coast to coast, left-hand layup off the glass and good. He does it all.
Really good intensity by Spencer.
Yeah, and he's yelling, and he knows it. 37-28 our score. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
Welcome back to Region 12 basketball. Jeff Erickson and Sean Rawlinson. Hawks extend that halftime lead up to 9 now. It was 31-23. Now it is 37-28 on 2 good plays by Spencer Applegarth. An 8-foot stop and pop off the glass on the right side and a steal and a layup on the left side.
A really great defensive intensity by Spencer, and let's hope he can keep it.
Fawcett dribble penetrates, goes right at Applegarth. Applegarth with that aggressive defense fouls him on the arm, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. I think we'll take a 30-second break right here.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Makes both free throws. Hawks quickly the other way to Lewis. Lewis stops, kicks it back out. against the 2-3 zone. He'll get it back in. Entry pass to Serrano. Serrano fadeaway 8-footer from the baseline, no good.
And Bob's a lot better when he's moving toward the basket.
And the Dinos throw it away on the pass to the point guard, trying to get it into the right hands, and it didn't hit the hands. Out of bounds. Hawk basketball in front of the table. So Hadley will kick it to Applegarth. 4:20 remaining, 37-30 our score. Hawks by 7. Skip pass stolen by the Dinos. Hathaway gets it to Bean. He gets it back. Give and go, no good. Hawks with the rebound, and he's on the line.
That's too bad. There's a nice play by Brandon to get his hand on that basketball on the tip, or on the rebound, and get it over to Spencer. As Spencer pivoted to make his move down the floor, he just kind of pushed his heel out over the end line.
Baseline out of bounds against, under their own basket, the Dinos. Man-to-man defense by the Hawks. They get it in. It's picked by Applegarth straight to Serrano. Serrano's going to go coast to coast. He's fouled, and he does not go down. No good.
Did everything but go.
He is going to shoot 2 free throws, and we'll break for 30 seconds.
The Fairview Telephone Company was founded in 1903 to bring telephone service to small communities in central Utah when no one else would. That small phone company is now Centricom, and our vision hasn't changed. We want rural central Utah to have the very best options for high-speed internet, cable TV, and home phone. Why? Because we live here too. Centricom, your local telecommunications company.
First free throw up and good by Serrano. Second one no good. Quickly down the other way to the right side to Fawcett. He drains the 3, his second three-pointer of the ball game.
Yeah, and really nice follow-through, even with pressure from Applegarth on him.
38-33, Hawks by 5 with 3:45 left in the third. Applegarth left wing, kicks it to the right side, top of the key, back to Applegarth, stolen by the Dinos, out of bounds on the sideline.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about at the beginning of the game. Keys to the game: take care of the basketball, make good passes, make every offensive possession count.
Sideline out of bounds, Hawks up by 5. That score check made possible by, Mount Pleasant City. Applegarth inside of the high post to Serrano. Serrano, quick move, spins to the right side and counts for 2.
And that's where Serrano's at his best, catching the ball, making an immediate move, dive to the basket.
To the basket instead of fade away.
Yep.
Applegarth taking on Fawcett. Fawcett going in the key. Travel didn't get called for it. Kicks it out for 3. Good for Blake Bean for 3.
And that's where that no call really hurts you.
Wow, Hawks get 2 but give up 3. Score 40-36, Hawks by 4. Right short corner to Anderson. Anderson skips it outside to Hadley. Hadley for 3.
Nice.
Count it. Hadley has 2 threes in the ball game.
And when Dakota made that move, he knew he was making a move to pass it out. Suck the defense in and pass it out.
It's going to be Hawk basketball on the skip pass that wasn't tipped.
Yeah, Jake didn't see it coming and felt like he got out of the way. So, and they changed their call. They give it back to the Dinos.
I think it's because neither one of them saw it and usually stick with the offense on that.
Yeah.
Or call the jump ball.
But that's interesting because they'd already signaled the Hawks' direction and then changed it. So.
Yep, he turned the way and didn't ever signal it. Okay, so Dinos, Fawcett penetrates, penetrates. Applegarth on the defense, good straight-up defense. Missed the shot. Anderson on the board, outlets to Lewis.
And I really like that no call on that because the offensive player got the defender up in the air.
Stolen by the Dinos. Dinos for 3 now. Back-to-back by Blake Bean. He gets it on the turnover points.
That's 4 3-pointers for the Dinos this half.
Wow, that's back-to-back for Blake Bean. Anderson with the rebound on the missed shot for the Hawks. Hawks are still up by 4 with 2 minutes to go in the third, but on the ropes a little bit right here.
Yeah, a little bit. They're kind of a little bit of disarray, and the Dinos have a little momentum going.
Lewis with the ball straight away. Left wing now to Hadley. Hadley will kick it to the right side to Applegarth. Right wing now to Lewis. Lewis looks inside. Skip to Hadley. Hadley just hit one. He'll hit. No, he won't. He shoots and misses. Applegarth with the rebound, and he's fouled.
Real good rebound there by Spencer, crashing the boards and is able to hang on to it with 2 Dinos on either side of him. Take the contact and the foul.
I thought for sure that Hadley was going to hit back-to-back just like Blake Bean had done. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
2 down here and 2 down there. Threes.
Yep.
So it'll be Trey Sorensen coming into the ball game. In the ball game for the Hawks, Sorensen, Anderson, Serrano, Hadley, and Applegarth. Trey Sorensen gets the ball, looks, fires to the corner to Serrano. Now to Applegarth, left wing. Hadley gets it straight away, sets the offense with $1.37 left. Left wing to Applegarth, kicks it back over to Hadley. Now right wing to Sorensen. Inside to Serrano. Outside now, kick out to Hadley. Hadley no good. Over the back foul on the Hawks.
Yeah, and a really good look there for Jake Hadley. He's usually really good at hitting those, but missed the last couple, and Dakota trying to make something happen on the offensive boards goes over the back.
So Hawks up by 4 with $1.24 remaining. That score check and game check brought to you by Fairview City. Blanc marked up by Hadley. Bean marked up by Hadley. Kicks it left side to Blanc. Blanc marked up by Sorensen. He'll dribble to the right side. Backdoor cut from Bean. He gets it. No good. Blocked by Anderson. Rebound Sherman.
Good defense by Dakota.
Dinos will reset. Fawcett straight away. Looking to make a move. Dribble penetrates.
Traveled.
Dishes to Sherman. No good. It's off of Sherman's hands, and it's going to be a foul on Sherman. A little bit of frustration.
Yeah, I couldn't. It's always frustrating when you're a big guy and you go to get the basketball and a little guy comes shooting in front of you and you can't get to it. First thing you do generally is give him a nice little push.
So 53 seconds. Sherman comes out of the ball game, and Hawks will attack with Braden Jorgensen to the left side to Sorensen. Sorensen to Applegarth. Applegarth right wing now to Jorgensen. Jorgensen kicks it to Anderson, back straight away to Applegarth. Over to Braden Jorgensen again on the right wing. Entry past the high post stolen by Fawcett.
Yeah, not a good pass.
And they'll go coast to coast with Blake Bean. Blake Bean scores 2, and it's only a 2-point lead for the Hawks, 43-41 with 23 seconds remaining.
Total breakdown on defense and intensity by the Hawks.
Serrano's post move in the middle is good for 2.
And a little fadeaway there, and he's able to get it to rattle in.
10 seconds. Dinos with the ball, down by 4. Going into the fourth quarter soon. Dribble penetrate to Hathaway. Hathaway post to post pass to Lesser. Lesser loses the ball. Serrano, he gets the ball, secures possession, and time expires in the third quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute as the Hawks have a 45-41 lead.
Hey, sports fans, paint the town red with the help of Qual's Quality Paints from Christy Anson Glass and Paint in Mount Pleasant. Thinking about painting your house this fall? You don't want to paint it twice by using cheap paint from box stores. Use the paint specifically selected for the Rocky Mountains. Qual Paint is formulated to withstand the region's harsh, volatile climate and look perfect year after year. And while you're at it, buy it from a dealer you can trust. Christy Anson Glass and Paint, 951 South State, Mount Pleasant.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Welcome back to North Sanpete High School as the Hawks own a 4-point lead against the Carbon Dinos going into the fourth quarter. Interesting stat from the third quarter, the Dinos' shooting percentage.
The Dinos are shooting 6 for 7 in that and 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
In that quarter alone.
Yep.
And outscore the Hawks 18-14. To the hoop, fouled by Serrano. The Dinos will go to the free throw line as Blake Bean comes out of nowhere today and has 9 points and is going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a really nice drive by Bean. Serrano actually had pretty good defensive position and had made it so he was going to have to take a tough shot. Would have been okay if he'd have stayed straight up and down, just played position defense, and likely would have missed that shot anyway.
Bean averages 2.4 points per ball game this year, and right now he already has 10 as his free throw goes down.
Yeah, he's playing a heck of a game.
Dinos are quickly, let's say, 6 of 10 from the free throw line, make it 7 of 11 from the free throw line. 45-43, 2-point lead for the Hawks. Hawks will kick it right side to Sorensen, top of the key now, and left wing to Applegarth. Hadley fakes right, goes left. Applegarth stop and pop in the paint, blocked by Lesser. Applegarth's going to get it back. No, he's fouled on the reach in by Carbon.
Yeah, it looked like just as he got his hands on it, Blake Bean came in and popped him. I don't know if he got him. Spencer kind of went down. I don't know if he got him in the head or if he did something else, but got the foul call.
16 fouls against Carbon, 3 against the Hawks in this half. Hawks by 2 right now. Inbounds pass goes to Anderson, bobbled on the contact, out of bounds, turnover Hawks.
Yep, unfortunate, really good look and a pretty good pass.
So a chance to tie the ball game up, which hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, yep.
Ball goes left side to Bean. Top of the key to Hathaway. Hathaway into Lesser. Lesser marked up by Serrano. Right hand baby hook. Good by Lesser. So Hadley kicks it to the right side. To Hadley, back into Serrano. Serrano no good. Gets his own rebound. Tipped out by Lesser. It'll be Hawk ball.
And the refs are letting a little bit of contact go. It looked like he might have been fouled on the shot and then fouled again on the rebound, but they let it go.
Sorensen looking to inbound the ball. Gets it to Serrano in the corner. Back out to Anderson at the top. Now to Hadley to set the offense. Our score tied at 45s. Inside, good look to Anderson and an easy bucket on the right side.
Yeah, nice cut right through the middle of the paint, the heart of the defense, and he's wide open for an easy layup. Nice pass by Spencer Applegarth.
Well, coming up at the end of this ballgame, we'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Dinos dribble penetrate with Faucets. Stop and pop off the glass. No good. Rebound to the Dinos. Kick it out now to Bean. Bean for 3. No good this time after making 2 in a row. Rebound Anderson.
Yeah, and they got lucky on that one. Didn't limit the second chance, but were able to get away with it anyway.
So ball goes right side, right wing. Now back straight away to Hadley over the left wing now to Applegarth. Anderson's going to dribble penetrate, goes around the defense, right-hand baby hook, down for 2.
When that rolled all the way around the rim, but a really nice move by Dakota Anderson. Nice to see him get aggressive again.
So score tied once here in the fourth quarter, but now the Hawks lead by 4. Ball goes left side to Bean. Bean marked up by Hadley. Top of the key now to Lesser. Lesser marked up by Serrano. Ball goes right wing now to Blanc. Blanc dribble penetrates, kicks it out now to Hathaway. Hathaway dribble penetrate, right hand hard to the glass. In for 2 for Zach Hathaway. His first bucket of the game.
Just not good defense on stopping the penetration out at the top of the key.
49-47, Hawks by 2 with 5:45 remaining. Skip pass to Hadley, down low, tipped by the Dinos. Serrano's Johnny on the spot from 5 feet, gets the bucket from 5.
Yeah, a little bit of volleyball bounce around there. It just went right to Bob, who was in the right spot at the right time.
So it'll be Dinos down by 4 with the ball. Faucet out to Blanc. Blanc now sets the offense against the man-to-man. He'll kick left side to Bean. Bean good for 2 from, entry pass to Faucet. Faucet at the high post gets the 10-footer to fall. So Kyle Faucet leads all scorers now with I don't know how many. Entry pass to Serrano. Serrano kicks it out to Hadley around the horn to Sorensen. Sorensen for 3. No good.
In and out.
No, in and out, no good. It's Bean for the rebound. He's going to race. He's fouled. It doesn't go down, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, that's an unfortunate foul call because Jake fouled him way out here at the three-point line on purpose, and the referee didn't call it until he got in there to the paint.
So 4:50 remaining, 51-49 our score. Bean at the free throw line for the Dinos, trying to tie it up with 2 made free throws. First one is no good for Bean.
Well, that's the first one he's missed tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Into the ballgame for the Dinos is Caleb Sherman, and into the ballgame for the Hawks is Brady Wheeler, taking the place of Trey Sorensen. So, second free throw for Bean, up and good. 51-50, 1-point lead for the Hawks. Blake Bean gets another point. Hadley left side to Wheeler. Wheeler looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Dribble penetrate to the hoop, fouled.
There we go.
Oh, jump
my
ball.
Goodness. Wow, that's
Dakota
a really
Anderson.
rough call. Number 50 there, Sherman, came right down on top of him with his arms. I mean, he was almost horizontal with his arms, and that's what Dakota's saying is, why can't I get a foul call on that when I can't even get the shot up?
He's surprised he's not bleeding from the nose, is what he's saying. He took a shot to the face. Hawks maintain possession on the possession arrow. It'll be Applegarth to inbound it. Stolen by the Dinos. Then it comes right back to the Hawks.
Yeah, and Sherman had that one sniffed out from the beginning.
Dakota Anderson back to Hadley at the top of the key. 2-3 zone still by the Dinos. Into the high post to Serrano. Serrano from 15, no good. Dinos could take the lead right here. 51-50, down by 1.
Yeah, if Bob had followed his shot, he'd have had a nice rebound and put back.
Fawcett, dribble penetrates, stops at the free throw line, spins around Applegarth, rebound Dinos on the missed shot.
Good defense.
Now blocked shot by Wheeler, and he gets the rebound after the block shot.
Well, Bob Serrano up to challenge the shot by Fawcett, too.
Dakota to Bob Serrano, turnover, Dinos, now foul on Dakota Anderson on the bad pass.
And I think that one might actually be on Bob as he's pushing from the backside.
Oh, okay. So Lewis is going to come in the ball game for Applegarth. In the ball game for the Hawks is Serrano, Wheeler, Anderson, Hadley, and Lewis.
That's a good substitution by Hoops. It looks like Applegarth's a little tired over there. He's a little,
I think he's gassed.
trippy. Yeah, I think he's gassed. So nice to have Brandon back in, give him a little bit of an offensive presence.
Ball goes outside, inside now, outside, around the horn to 22. That's Fawcett. Fawcett dribble penetrates and travels on the move.
Nice call there by the official. He started to make a move one way, shifted his pivot foot, and he got him.
3:37 remaining, 51-50, Hawks by 1 in the fourth quarter. We'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up, making the things you do better every day. So it's Brandon Lewis with the ball, straight away, kicks it left wing. Hadley will look. High post to Wheeler. Wheeler down low. High low to Serrano for 2.
Really good look there. Some tight passes by both Jake and Wheeler to get Bob the ball.
Serrano 2 first half points and 6 in the second half. 5 in the second half. 53-50 our score. Bean with the ball left side. Hawks in his own now. Bean again with the ball left side, marked up by Hadley. Fawcett gets it on the skip pass. Back to Bean, left wing for 3. No good. Lewis with the big board.
And that's one of the things that North Sanpete gets with Brandon Lewis is another really good rebounding guard.
Lewis left side to Hadley. 2:40 remaining. Hawks up by 3. High post pass to Serrano. Serrano from 15. Good for 2.
And Serrano's starting to feel his shot there a little bit. Nice to see him do it because it's right when the Hawks need it the most.
5-point lead for the Hawks. 2:24 remaining in the game. Ball left side to Blanc. Straight away now to Bean. Bean dribbles, and goes left side. Kicks it now to the right side to Fawcett. He'll get the skip pass on the flare screen. Corner to Blanc. Blanc inside entry pass to Hathaway. Turnaround jumper, no good on the post move.
Yeah, and good defense by the Hawks again. Made it kind of a tough shot, and then they crashed the boards. Had 4 guys in there to get that rebound.
Hawks getting stops and scores. Here's a critical possession, up by 5 with 2 minutes to go. Serrano gets the entry pass again from 15. He hits it just a step inside the free throw line.
And Serrano's feeling it.
Timeout, Cisneros and the Carbon Dinos on a 7-0 run. Hawks will take a 1-minute break.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action in Region 12 basketball. Hawks own a 7-point lead, 57-50, with a $1:48 remaining. That score check is made possible by American Family Insurance and Carol Carver. Dinos have the ball. Hawks need to play good defense. 2-3 zone. Blake Bean, left corner now to Blanc. Gets it back. Dribble penetrates. Rejected on the layup by Serrano. Fawcett for three. Rebound Dinos. Rejected again by Serrano. Rebound Dinos. It's going to be Hawk foul.
But great defense by Bob. We love the defensive intensity. My goodness, he comes over, gets a nice clean rejection. I mean, it's one of those posterized ones. And then is able to follow it up with another block and is in there trying to get that ball when he gets to the foul. Good
Lots
play.
of energy by Bob Serrano. Dinos get it inbounds. Left wing for Fawcett for three. He hurried that shot. No good. Sherman on the rebound over Sorensen. Serrano's going to block it again. This time he gets called for the foul.
And that'll be his fourth, as they called that last foul on Brandon Lewis. But that's a smart foul, and it looked like Sherman got away with the travel there. He grabbed that ball, shuffled his feet before he made his move to the basket.
So a couple of offensive rebounds and block shots that fall right to the Dinos. They get 3 or 4 shot attempts and finally go to the free throw line, and Caleb Sherman drains the free throw for the Carbon Dinos. That puts the score at 57-51 with one more free throw to go with a minute and 18 seconds in the game. Of course, we're going to have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up right at the conclusion of this game. Second free throw up and good for Sherman. That makes it 57-52.
And now the key for the Hawks is to be as patient as they possibly can on offense and make good passes. And
no
make
turnovers
good
and make free throws.
Yep.
Serrano with the pick and roll on Sorensen. It's stolen by the Dinos. They're going to race. Right side to Bean, back out to Blanc for three. Blanc no good. Serrano with the board. Serrano's been all over it this last 5 minutes.
Yeah, he has. His intensity shows with the number of fouls he has with 4.
Lewis gets in trouble, goes down to one knee, keeps the dribble alive, and has to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. I believe it's just a 30.
Visit your Sanpete Valley Conoco in Moroni, where you'll find courteous service at the convenience store and the world-famous Sanpete barbecue turkey sandwiches. Sanpete Valley Conoco is the place for refreshing frazzles, irresistible treats, delicious pizza, and the only place to get the new Yo Cream. Yogurts, only creamier with lots of toppings, and the new Boba Bursts, a new experience in eating ice cream. They also serve all of Central Utah with bulk fuel, oil, and lube delivery, whether in the drum or bucket. Visit Sanpete Valley Conoco at the junction of highways in Moroni.
You're busy, and we can help. At Skyline Pharmacy, we are pleased to introduce the first and only coordinated, once-a-month refill service in Sanpete County, the Skyline Medication Management Service. It is designed to help you maximize the positive benefits of your medication therapy, as well as save you time and money. Best of all, this service is free. By joining our program, we will automatically refill all of your maintenance medications on the same day, every month. Never worry about making multiple trips to the pharmacy ever again. Stop by today and ask about how we are continuing to help you take care of yourself and your family.
Welcome back. It's North Sanpete High School basketball on the Eagle KLGL 94.5 and Centricom Channel 10 TV. Jeff Erickson and Sean Rawlinson with your last 40 seconds until we go into the postgame show. Sunrise Engineering sponsoring that. Sunrise Engineering. We live and work close to you. See their office locations at sunrise-eng.com. Hawks with the sideline out of bounds play need to maintain possession of the ball and make free throws, and this will be history.
Yeah, and good passes, good decisions on where they're throwing the ball.
Dinos shoving in, trying to get in between the lineup, and it'll be inbounded to Dakota Anderson. Dakota gets it to Hadley. Hadley needs to get it across the timeline, is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, as both teams have 17 fouls.
Yeah, and that's the person you want with the basketball. Jake Hadley is a really good free throw shooter. Of course, in today's game, you want Dakota at the line. I mean, he's been incredible. But a good inbounds play, getting Dakota into the backcourt to get the ball and then over to Jake. 6 seconds run off the clock.
34 seconds remain. Hawks by 5. Hadley's first free throw on the 1-and-1 is good. I tried to build the suspension up on that one a little bit. The suspense.
Yeah, the gym,
so second free throw.
The whole gym celebrates there.
Second free throw for Hadley. Up and off the iron and good. Off the iron and good on that one.
Shooter's touch. Shooter's roll right there.
2 for 2 from the free throw line. Serrano contests the layup shot by Blanc. Blanc misses. Hawks rebound, and Brandon Lewis comes off the ground with the ball and blood on his nose. Yeah. No, I don't know, but he took a shot. He's going to go to the free throw line.
He got sandwiched pretty good there, and again, another really good free throw shooter at the line. So the Hawks have some good free throw shooters out on the floor, and it's paying off for them here in the last few seconds.
It looks like the Hawks could start region play with a victory and go to 1-0. Lewis's free throw no good. Bean with the rebound.
And he short-armed it.
Serrano marks up Fawcett. Fawcett wanted the three, couldn't get it. Double teamed by the Hawks. Gets it out to Blanc, inside to Sherman. Zach Hathaway, and Bob Serrano called for the foul at the short corner. Face-up penetration by Hathaway.
Yeah, and he did a good job of almost taking the baseline away, but just kind of getting too much body, and that's 5 fouls on Bob Serrano. Really, really good game here, especially in the second half by Bob Serrano.
And you can hear the appreciation in the crowd as Serrano takes a seat with 5 fouls in the ball game. Hawks up by 7 with 15 seconds to go. Hathaway at the free throw line, good for his first at the 1-and-1. Lead down to 6.
And the Dinos are shooting a really good free throw percentage. That makes them 8 for 9 in the second half.
Hathaway's second is off the left side, no good. Out of bounds off of Anderson on the rebound. So it'll be Dino ball with a 6-point deficit in the fourth quarter with 14 seconds.
Yeah. They still got to play tight defense.
Blanc looking at the three. Won't shoot it. Gets it to Bean. Bean for 3. No good. No iron at all. Rebound Dinos. In for 2. Timeout Dinos as the lead is cut to 4 with 4 seconds. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I hate to use the cold word, but winter's going to be on us faster than a bug on chrome, and cold is just what it's going to be. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning to the rescue. They service all makes and models of furnaces and air conditioners. They're authorized dealers for Lennox, Carrier, and Trane furnace systems. Stalling Sheet Metal also has a full line of wood, gas, and pellet burning stoves and fireplaces. It's time to get your heating system serviced for winter. Call today. Stalling Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning in Mount Pleasant.
Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant is always working hard to be your neighborhood grocer. And with items like their famous ugly steaks, I mean, how can something so ugly going on the grill taste so good coming off? And their homemade salsa and cowboy caviar are a hit anywhere they're served. And in the bakery, you'll find Terrell's own roll and scone dough that will brighten up any get-together. Plus, Terrell's prides itself on its produce department, where the finest and fresh produce at great prices can always be found. Drop in today for the best in prices and friendly service. Your neighborhood grocer, Terrell's Thriftway in Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter. We have 4 seconds remaining. Hawks have the ball with a 4-point lead, trying to get it inbounds. They get it to Wheeler. Wheeler is fouled with 3.2 seconds remaining on the clock and a 4-point lead.
Yeah, good inbounds play. Now, if Brady can just even hit one of these, it makes it a tougher game. I mean, right now it's 2 possessions, but a 3-point shot by the Dinos, you never know. Of course, with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I think this is
tough.
Just a bonus right now as Wheeler shoots the 1-and-1 and makes. Ice in the veins from this junior football quarterback that's playing power forward for the Hawks.
Yep. That pretty much puts it away.
That's Wheeler's first point of the ball game. He makes a second. 3 seconds to go. Full court pass to Blanc. Blanc for 3. He drains it at the buzzer. So our final score will be 61-58. Hawks get the Region 12 victory. Coming up after this break, we will have the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering working to improve your community. See how at sunrise-eng.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant is a proud sponsor of North Sanpete High School sports on the radio and wishes the team the best of luck in this season. The entire staff and management of Terry Brotherson Excavating are committed to supporting various academic and athletic programs to help prepare our youth for life. Providing all types of excavating work throughout the state of Utah, Terry Brotherson Excavating of Mount Pleasant. Happy to support the North Sanpete Hawks this season.
Legendary NBA coach Phil Jackson once said, "Yes, victory is sweet, but it doesn't necessarily make life any easier the next season or even the next day." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Make your kids' education a priority. Find out what you can do. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and promoting excellence in education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi is excited to announce the addition of a brand new MRI machine to their campus. The Cygnus 16-channel MRI unit by GE is the next generation in high-definition MRI scanning. The new unit is located permanently at CVMC, and this makes scheduling an MRI more convenient than ever. Now there's no need to travel far to receive an MRI, as appointments are available Monday through Friday. Call 623-3165 to schedule an appointment today. When you choose Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, you choose award-winning care.
Many people often ask, what does EcoLife actually do? The real question is, what don't they do? EcoLife has a long list of services, including fertilizer, weed control, sprinkler systems, sod, rock walls, Roundup and sterilant, agriculture weed and pest control, colored and stamped concrete, and don't forget about spider, ant,
Call EcoLife at 283-6002 for your free estimate. That's 283-6002.
Sidewalks, trees, shrubs, and other plants, as well as sprinkler systems.
Welcome back to the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Jeff Erickson and Sean Rawlinson here for you. The Hawks get the victory 61-58 over the Carbon Dinos and open up region play with a perfect record of 1-0. So it was a game of give and take, a game of streaks and runs, and a game of emotion and momentum. Sean, what do you think about this game? Just give me your quick take on it as I tally up that fourth quarter.
Well, it was a really good game. The Hawks turned on a lot of intensity there in the second quarter, went on a nice little run and ended up with that 8-point halftime lead. The Dinos came out at the beginning of the second half and put some quick points up, were able to cut that lead, and then before the Hawks were able to settle down. And then basically, that 4-point lead for the Hawks in the third quarter kind of ebbed and flowed. It always stayed somewhere around 8, and the Dinos even came back and tied it. Basketball is a game of runs. We've talked about that before, and that's kind of what happened. But the Hawks were able to answer all of the Dinos' runs with some good defensive intensity at times. It was really kind of a tale of two halves offensively for the Hawks, with Dakota Anderson really taking over in the first half, being very aggressive. And then in the second half, near the end of the third quarter, Bob Serrano came in and really made a big difference for the Hawks and was a game changer in the second half for him, as he made some nice layups, making moves through the paint, and hitting some free throws, and then making a real difference on the defensive end with some block shots as well.
Well, Chris Hoops is making his way up to the booth here to get the interview with us. I'll take a look at the quarter by scoring as we switch headsets with Coach Hoops. The Hawks had a 2-point lead at the end of the first, 15-13. And at halftime, it was 31-23 with an 8-point lead going in at the locker room. The Hawks outscored the Dinos 16-10 in that second quarter. In the third quarter, it was the Hawks being outscored by 4, 18-14 by the Dinos, and then the Dinos outscored the Hawks again 17-16 in that fourth quarter, but the Hawks held on with that lead at the end, 61-58 the final score. That was a score by quarters. We're joined now by Coach Chris Hoops of the North Sanpete Hawks. Coach Hoops, thanks for taking the time to come on up here and talk about this region victory.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Well, it started off as 0-0 record, and now the Hawks have a 1-0 record. It's nice to be perfect in region play. I know there's a long ways to go, but how does it feel to get the first region win?
Well, this is a big game for us. We've got to take care of our home court, and especially against teams like Carbon and Juab and Richfield. We've really got to execute and fundamentally. I thought we did that. We got out to a quick start. We kind of, but let down a little bit. We outplayed them, I thought, in the fourth quarter, except for the last 3 that we let them shoot. But, just a good win, team win. Bob Serrano came off the bench, gave us a big lift. Dakota Anderson played, pretty well tonight. And just we're coming together as a team.
That's what I wanted to bring up. First half, it was Dakota Anderson being really aggressive right off the get-go, getting to the free throw line, making free throws, and making his post moves. But he was going to the basket. He wasn't shooting the long ball. He was being aggressive at the basket. And he was kind of a different player than I've seen as I've watched the Hawks preseason games.
Yeah, definitely. We've been working with Dakota on, getting to the hoop, and he's been shooting. When he shoots his shot, he'll sometimes rush it a little bit, and and we've slowed it down a little bit, and you could see that with the 7 for 7 from the free throw line. He pauses a little bit more and takes his time, and we've noticed his free throw percentage has gone up, and as he attacks the hoop, he's a great player. And only upside with him, he's a sophomore, and we're excited.
A couple of other game-changing moments in the game. I felt like the score was tied, and Applegarth came away with a couple of huge buckets, one of them after a steal. I mean, he had so much energy in that 90-second stretch. Did it change the game?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of our worries is that the last couple of games they've started better than us in the third quarter, and we ran a play right off the bat, and Brady missed a layup that he usually makes, and then we turned the ball over 2 times in a row, and all of a sudden it seemed like that we're in for a dogfight, and that's something we're working on, and Spencer definitely in those moments right then were so big, the game could have went either way, we felt like, and Spencer stepped up.
Oh, he stepped up big. And then the last game-changing maybe 3 minutes of play in the fourth quarter came from Bob Serrano. He had like 3 block shots, a couple of big rebounds. He had two 15-footers right at the top of the key and a post move down low. It was just a phenomenal 3 minutes of fourth quarter basketball by a substitute player coming off the bench for you.
Definitely, and Bob's kind of he's an energy guy, and he gives us energy as a team, and you could see that in those moments. And, the block shots, I don't know if I'm in love with that, but I do know, the rebounding that he gives us. And when he plays that way, I mean, it's contagious, and the rest of them follow him. And that's something we've kind of missed in the last couple of games, and Bob stepped up for us tonight. I mean, he was huge. So the two free throw line shots that he made, it's kind of one of those shots that you're like, that better go in, and then it goes, and you're like, wow, and he played great basketball. Best game by far for Bob.
That's pretty sweet. So as we look ahead, North Sanpete at Juab on this Friday, 7 o'clock. That one will be on the radio on this station as well on KLGL. What do you look forward to against the Juab Wasps at Juab?
Well, they're a team that likes to get out and run, and they've played, a little bit better than I thought they would. They had a big injury with their what I thought was their best player, coming back, and in the quarterback that got hurt the last game of the year, and they've played exceptionally well, and it's going to be a battle. If you look at our scores and their scores, they're very similar with the teams that we play, and we play a lot of the same teams. So we'll be ready for them, and they'll be ready for us. And it's a little bit of a rivalry game. I think that's the one, besides Manti, that people tend to get their feelings up and their emotions going for, and we're excited to go over there. It's a challenge, especially, if we can start 2-0, that would just be huge for us. And I think all of our kids know that, and we know that, and the community knows it, and they know it. So, it's a key game for us.
Key game is right. A good crowd here for you with a lot of support, the band playing. And it makes a difference with the atmosphere, the student
definitely.
section, and the band.
Yeah, you can't say enough about our support. Our community comes out pretty well, and I absolutely love it when the band comes here. I think Mr. Kidder does a great job with the band, and they do cheers for our team, and it just the spirit that we get from it, I just love it. So it's like you said, it's big for our players, and they play harder. So we'll probably talk to him about being here to all of them. So yeah.
You have to pay him a little bit more, increase that a little bit.
I wish I could do that.
We appreciate you taking the time to come up on our Sunrise Engineering postgame show, Coach Hoops.
Hey, well, thank you.
That was Chris Hoops of the North Sanpete Hawks. We'll be back after this 2-minute break.
Does your kid know it all? Legendary basketball coach John Wooden once said, "It's what you learn after you know it all that counts." We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the court and in the classroom. Help your kids see their potential. Partner up with their coaches and teachers. Find out what you can do. Just something to think about. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
How long should your dreams live?
Long enough to pay off the house.
Long enough to send the kids to college.
Your dreams should live forever, so help protect them with American Families Life Insurance. Use our online life needs calculator at amfam.com and call your local agent to find out how much coverage is right for you and your family. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it. Life insurance underwritten by American Family Life Insurance Company. Home office, Madison, Wisconsin.
For details, contact Carol Carver Insurance Agency, 489 South Main Street in Ephraim.
Are you looking for comfort, quality, and reliability with your furniture, appliances, or electronics? That's exactly what you find at Beck's Home Furnishings in Mount Pleasant. Choose from a variety of Ashley furniture items, do-it-best appliances, and quality electronics. So whether you're looking for a good night's sleep, relaxing in your favorite chair, having a pleasant family dinner, or getting the chores done, Beck's can help. Plus, Beck's has outstanding prices and special sales every week. Visit them today at 14 West Main in Mount Pleasant or online at shopbecks.com.
Cache Valley Bank, with convenient locations throughout central Utah, is pleased to provide community banking the way it should be, with innovative deposit products to help you manage your financial needs. They are large enough to assist you with all of your borrowing needs, yet small enough to provide local decisions and local control. They offer residential construction loans along with several long-term mortgage financing options. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
This
Cache
broadcast
Valley
of
Bank
North
with
Sanpete High School basketball is brought to you by Sanpete Valley Conoco, Beck's Home Furnishings, Chris Jansen Glass and Paint, Skyline Pharmacy, Terrell's Marketplace, Centricom Channel 10, Cache Valley Bank, Eco-Life, MKJ Construction, American Family Insurance, Central Valley Medical Center, Terry Brotherson Excavating, Stalling Sheet Metal, Moroni City, Mount Pleasant City, and Fairview City, and State Farm Insurance with Danny Dykes. And you're listening to the Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Sunrise Engineering, working to improve your community. See how at sunrise-eng.com. We're going to shoot it over to Sean for our Sunrise Engineering post-game stats.
Okay, and so for the Dinos, they ended up in the game shooting 19 of 33 from the field for a percentage of 58%. 58% from the field for the whole entire game. It was actually a really good percentage. And 9 for 14, like 73 or 60-something percent from three-point land. So they shot great from three-point land. They kind of went in streaks. We knew in the third quarter there that they made like 5 of 5 from three-point range or something like that. So pretty amazing. And then 11 for 17 from the free throw line for 65%. The North Sanpete Hawks had a lot more possessions and put up a lot more shots, and so their shooting percentage was actually a little lower. But with more possessions and getting more shots up, doing the best they can of maximizing the number of offensive possessions they had, they were able to score more points, which is obviously why they won the game. But so they ended up with shooting 43% from the field, and then we're 31% from three-point range. So their percentage went down a little bit. They missed a few there in the second half, but they got a couple when they really needed it. They shot from free throw land. They shot 15 of 18 for 83%, so their percentage stayed steady throughout the whole entire game. Really good free throw shooting for the Hawks, and that really made a difference in the game with a three-point game there, even though they gave them that free 3D there at the end. So really good game there by the Hawks. You want me to go over some points for the players, or
I'll do the individual scores. That's cool. Those post-game stats are a courtesy of Sunrise Engineering, serving you from offices in Fillmore, Richfield, Cedar City, and Washington. Let's take a look at the individual scores brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center. Individually for the Carbon Dinos, it was 12 points for Blake Bean. It was 6 points for Brad Williams, 3 for Zach Hathaway, 6 for Jared Lesser, 4 for Caden Sherman, and the high point man for the Carbon Dinos was Cole Fawcett with 19 points. He had 12 in the first half. Individually for the North Sanpete Hawks, it was Brady Wheeler with 2, Trey Sorensen with 3. In the Hawks scoring lineup, it was Brandon Lewis with 5, 8 points for Applegarth, 9 for Hadley, 15 for Serrano, and 19 points for Dakota Anderson as a sophomore. So that those individual scores, again, brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center. At this opportunity, Sean and I get to pick a Cavalier Pizza offensive player of the game as well as a Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player of the game. That Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player is good for a daily special. Serving delicious pizza, treats, and drinks, Sanpete Valley Conoco. You can call for delivery of bulk fuel, oils, and lubes, 435-262-0416. And that Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player, there's quite a few defensive players. Spencer Applegarth had a stretch there where he played great defense and was a game-changing. But we had, I think, another person that we've agreed on.
Yeah, and it's going to be Bob Serrano. He really made a really big difference there at the end of the game. With 3 or 4 block shots right at the end of the game. They had 4 block shots total, the Hawks did, and we know that Bob had at least 3 of them. So he was able to defensively make a big difference in the paint as the Dinos were trying to mount a comeback. Really intense on defense. Ended up fouling out with just a few seconds left, but he made a big difference there at the end of the fourth quarter.
So the recipient of our Sanpete Valley Conoco defensive player of the game, 6'1", 195-pound Bob Serrano from Mount Pleasant. Teresa Fowle's son. He loves to go camping and play sports, Mexican food. His hero is Rob Gronkowski, and his motto of life is live life. That's his motto that he lives by. So let's take a look at the offensive player of the game from Cavalier Pizza, the place for freshly made pasta, pizza, and a salad bar. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can schedule a party or a company meeting in their new party room. It's called 462-3388. They're located just east of Terrell's Marketplace in Mount Pleasant. Our Cavalier offensive player of the game, Bob Serrano, as you mentioned, had 15 points and a couple block shots and some big rebounds. But Dakota Anderson, he set the tone early on and was the man for the Hawks.
Yeah, and it was really neat to see how aggressive he was in the first half. Especially going to the basket, creating opportunities for himself. And then in the second half, he wasn't quite as aggressive, but he was still very aware of his teammates and what was going on. Made a couple of nice drives and kickouts for good shots for his teammates, one of them to Jake for a three-pointer. Just played a really good game overall offensively and a really good game defensively, too.
The guy whose motto is, if you aren't first, you are last. Dakota Anderson gets the Cavalier Pizza offensive player of the game, 6'4", 175 pounds, number 31, Darren and Sherry's boy. He loves steak. His heroes are his dad, Paul George, and Michael Jordan. The Cavalier Pizza offensive player of the game with 19 points tonight. Again, this has been Hawk basketball on the Eagle KLGL 94.5 and Centricom Channel 10. This has been your Sunrise Engineering post-game show. Your final score as the Hawks open region play with a victory and go 1-0, and the Carbon Dinos fall to 0-1, 61-58. The final score. Hawks by 3. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Jeff Erickson, Sean Rollinson, Barrett Hilton, and Bo back at the studio. We appreciate everybody, and everybody have a good night.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.